Alrighty then. So let's turn the AC on low so it's not too loud for us here. Mic check. Looks like it's good there. All right. Aaron, what's up, man? I just don't know how many people we're going to get. It is like midweek and still during the day in the US, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how many people show up for this. David, FL. I'm guessing David from Florida. What's up? Ooh. All right. Well, I'm probably not going to wait too long because I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know really much about this printer, so we'll see how it goes. Steven's here. What's up? All right. So I'm just going to get started then. So this is the Creality CR, or the Creality Ender 7, not a CR. It's an Ender 7. And I will say when they reached out and asked me if I wanted this, I was like, are you guys sure? But they sent this directly to me from Creality. I didn't have to buy it through any store or anything like that, but they sent it to me. And yeah, I said I would check it out. They also offered me another printer that's coming up. It's not out yet, but they offered me this to kind of tide over until that comes out. I was like, sure, if you guys want to send me printers, by all means, send them my way, and I will critique them, as everyone knows how I will critique a Creality printer. I've had several of them. I have the CR10, CR10S, Ender 3, Ender 3 Pro. I've had several of them from Creality or Banggood or GearBest, whoever it was that sent them to me. I think this is the first one directly from Creality. So should be cool. It's a big old printer. It's a giant. You guys can see how big this box is. I mean, it's wider than I am. So it's quite big. It's quite heavy. I'm honestly surprised it made it here. It did take about a month to get to me, but hey, that's kind of life. So let's see who else we got in here. We got somebody from Portugal in here. We can watch while we work. Good job, Aaron. Llama. Yeah, I literally asked, are you sure? But I don't know anything about it, but if you guys do want to check it out, they did give me a discount code for 10% down below. It is to their Creality shop. I literally have no idea if I get anything out of it, but all I know is that there's a 10% discount down there. So have at it, guys and gals. And that being said, let's go ahead and start getting into this. It's going to be a little bit tight because, again, it's a huge printer, and this desk that I'm temporarily using is not that big. Plus, I got my laptop here, and we're all gonna cringe together if I knock this laptop off the desk here. Oh man, it has begun. So, big old foam, and we've got service card. We've got a full-size spool. Not completely full. It's half kilogram, but it's like a full spool. That's kind of interesting. We've got the probably Box O accessories. What's in here? Yep. Power, USB. Couple nozzles. Okay. All right. A nozzle wrench. Bunch of Allen keys. Flush cutters. Hey, you can always use more flush cutters. We're gonna set all of this stuff up here, out of the way. And how am I gonna get this out? That piece comes out. I mean, this is legitimately like a 3D Tetris puzzle in here. It's, oh, okay, well, there's part of it. So this is going to be the top of it here. Okay, so it's got a aluminum base and a fairly stylish plastic outer bit. Let's set that down out of the way. More foam. All right, now we get down to the pieces here. Okay, so here's the Z gantry, which is pretty beefy. It's 2080, kind of U-channel 2080, with a gigantic, like 50 millimeter motor on that. Holy cow, that's enormous. Oh, it's a hefty Z gantry. We've got some 4040, whatever that one's for. Oh, it's probably the upright. There's two uprights to this, I think. Here's another piece of 4040. A piece of plastic cover for something. Spool holder. This is the classic Creality spool holder, so there's nothing different there. Okay, here we've got the bed, which honestly I'm kind of impressed with. Holy heck, the cable management on that bed is, the strain relief looks decent. Oh, we got one screw that's AWOL. As I said, I am keeping a very open mind about this printer. I don't know what to expect from it. I just know it's Creality. And then here is our chonky base. Oy vey. Whoop, whoop. And it looks like that's it. Oops. There's a lot. Lots of foam. Try to get all this back in here out of the way. I still don't have the office like fully set up, so I need to try to stay a little bit organized. Now we can get this out of the way. Does this fit under here? Ah, it will. Okay. Am I going to mod it with a disk grinder? We'll see, Steven. We'll definitely see what happens with this. DeWitt, sorry to see you come in there. What's up? Closed caption text is hilarious. I never tried closed caption tech on myself. Or I saw a previous stream. Make sure the Z carriage is not bent. All right, that's good to know. So, first things first, where'd I put that paperwork? I'm assuming there's going to be a guide in here. So here we go. So here we've got our 3D print user manual. Ender 7. All right. So, yeah, just quite a few pieces here. All right. So step one is we're doing our Z-axis. See that, all right? Here's a warranty card. I'm sure that's worth a lot. So we need the base. So let's take a look at the base here. So here it is. It is quite hefty. It's got steel aluminum chassis there. It's already set to 230, so that's good. A very poor peel. That was not satisfactory. We've got some connectors here. It looks like we've got our Z motor, and I believe this is for the extruder and everything. On the side, we've got USB Type-C, and we've got micro SD card. On the back, we have, this is for the bed, Canon plug. It's what they like using that for. On the other side, it's just power switch. So that's on the bottom. Looks like just a vent for the board over here, and just a vent for the power supply. That's about it. A whole lot going on there. All right, so we need our Z gantry out. And yeah, take a look at this. So here's the Z gantry. It's independent on the two sides. I don't know what's up with that. And we've got the carriage that mounts right here in the middle. And you got this motor. I mean, this motor is almost as long as my finger. Look at that. That is huge. Absolutely huge. We've got some plastic on this. So let's It's a really strange way to wrap this thing here. Oh, it's an anti-backlash nut on there. Okay. All right. So how does this mount then? Oh, cool. The motor goes in the chassis like this. Okay. So you gotta like pull this cable through first. Plug this in. Okay, and then now we can't do that. Like that. There we go. It is very chunky, Aaron. Very chunky. What do I do with that bag? Okay, so here in the bag, that's where they got all the Allen wrenches. They got the flush cutters. It's got a nozzle wrench, which is sweet. These things are the best. Honestly, it's like the one good thing about a Creality printer. And here we've got all of our hardware. So which screws are we using in this? We're using M5x18s, which is what this whole bag here is, I think. This will probably take about 20, 30 minutes to put together. I'd say not too bad. Spec 3D, what's up? Let's get out the 3mm ball head. No, it's a 4mm. Oh, shnikes. We got to get out the big boys here. So what have you guys heard about this? Anything? Like, again, I haven't. I've specifically, since I never watched anything about it anyways because I really didn't care. But once they said they were sending me this, I definitely ensured not to watch any content. So I'm really interested to see how this will end up being. Okay, that's attached now. Next one is the two other Z profiles. So these are the big 4040s. So these guys right here. And they tell you the one that goes up top is the one with the bolt. So one side only has the 4, one side has 5. This is the top. Joel took a grinder to one. I mean, I gotta say, I'm really not surprised by Joel doing that, but I've also seen Joel break a, what, $60,000 3D printer before because he forgot how to print PETG on glass. Like, I'm not really gonna use Joel's experience as a guide, let's say. Fusing looks okay, beefy but kind of pointless. The tire design, but it works. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess this definitely isn't saving cost. I mean, let's put it that way. It's definitely not saving cost. I'm gonna just pull you guys up a little bit. Up we go. There, maybe that's a little bit better. Jesse, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in forever. Stop by on lunch break. Very nice of you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad I'm not doing this with Allen wrenches because, oh my god, this would definitely take a lot longer to build this if you're only using Allen wrenches. Well, I do wish my ball head Weehas only go up to 3mm, and these are 4mm M5 socket heads. I don't know, Aaron. The way these towers are. I mean, this thing is basically a hypercube from what I can tell. I mean, can't see why it would be anything other than a hypercube. Okay, so those are up now. Now they want us to install the platform. Okay, let me show you guys this platform. So this I'm actually kind of actually interested in. So look at the strain relief on this. There's a great big injection molded part of huge wire, and it's bolted on through underneath as well. This is what strain relief should look like. Honestly, I am very impressed by this. This looks really good. We'll see if it ends up actually working, but I'd hate to compliment a company for doing one thing good and then screwing everything else up, but I mean, hey, that's not too shabby for strain relief. Okay, so there was an extra bolt sitting with this. I don't see anywhere where that might have come from. I'm just going to keep that to the side. Okay, so this is just going to just drop in. Oh, that all needs to come up. Interesting. There it goes. Like that. Okay, and what were we using on these ones? We're using the M4 by 6mm, so all these little guys here. What's up, Red? I need a taller table. Yes, Steve, I do. My tables are coming, but this is all I have right now. I literally just finished setting my office a few days ago. All of my things are not here yet. Trust me, there will be a taller table in due time. Everyone just needs to be patient. Did I put the name of the printer in the title of the video, Aaron? Because I honestly didn't really look. I thought I did. But I'm kind of going to feel like a dummy if I didn't. All right. Getting this thing attached is... Just pick it up more. Really not sure how I like this Z design. Oh crap, where'd I go? Ah, come on, stop it. I did, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really not. Because like you've got the Z, and then you've got two independent rollers, carriages, I should say, that go up. And I just need to get all of the screws just like barely started and then tighten everything down. Okay. Okay. Two more and then we can tighten things up. I mean, 20 watching. I'm kind of impressed for a midday stream for the US. Does it give me any guidance on this? A whole lot of nope. But these four now attach from the back here, right here. That's one in. I'm supposed to get four of these to get in there. They're pretty tight. Work from home is great for YouTube status. That is right. There we go. Oh, you got to pick it up to line them up. Okay. And you got to like twist and turn this thing to get it all the bolts to line up. All right. So they're all in. So now we're gonna give them all the good old crank now. And we'll come back in with the dad driver. Yeah, running a crane and watching, bro. Please don't wreck something and blame Shane from Fugatech 3D printing for it. And once you get all of these 12 bolts in, they all tighten smoothly. Like nothing's like grinding because it's misaligned, but that's actually pretty good. I mean, the whole tower is moving, but it's not for the tower. That's not too bad so far. Where's my 3mm driver at? 3. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, that's That's a lot of bolts for the Z-axis. It really is. Oh, Mom and Dad are here. What's up, guys? So I'm going to just go ahead and plug this in. That's a bit wonky out the back. All right, let's see. Step number 4. No, 6. Here we go. Top component. All right, we got to line everything up. And then we got to put in front screws. Oh, no, 4 back screws going first. Okay, so here we go. So we got to somehow figure out how this lines up. So this lines up to right here. Man, is that it right there? Almost. There we go. Oh, there's a hole in it for that bolt to kind of marry in there. All right. Well, you guys can't see jack now on that camera. I'm going to switch it back to here so you can see something. All right. So we need all these bad boys. Let's do the back first. Where in the world? Man, if this wasn't awkward as hell to assemble before, it sure as heck is now. Okay. Is that going in at all? I think so. Yeah, these are long bolts for this. I think they could have went half the size. Man, all the motors on this thing are chunky as can be. Huge motors and this huge belts, 9mm belt. Why? Why is it 9mm belt? So MGN 9 rails up here, or are they 12s? I don't know. MGN rails either way. And it is a different hot end design. It has dual of the 4010 blower fans. So that is different than the bog standard Creality single 4010 fan. It's all 24 volt. You can read that on everything. Okay, 1 tower done. 2 more to go. There we go. $250 print size. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. What's the Z height on this? 250 as well? Probably says it on the box here somewhere. I just didn't read it. clears. Got a little worried that the these bolts stick up just ever so slightly into the upper frame, and didn't know if the rails were going to clear it. Can you buy this printer yet? I need a printer and I can leave in the box. You can buy it below with the link down there, and there's a 10% discount code. So there you go. If it doesn't work out well, don't blame me because I didn't review it yet. 300 on the Z. Very cool. Dan, what's up, man? How you doing? Yes, the extruder is dual gear using Bondtech gears. I know that is a newer thing that they're doing. Didn't the belt printer have that as well? Whatever it's called, the CR30. And then they have a fan that's cooling the, it's half on the extruder motor and half on the actual extruder, which is a little bit odd. Never run an extruder motor that hot, except for the Prusa. The Prusa runs hot, but that's just because it's the Prusa. All right, 2 more of these bolts to go from this super duper uncomfortable way of bolting things from the bottom. My God. Does this thing have this? I don't think this has any auto bed leveling. Doesn't look like it, at least. Has a filament runout sensor. I'm not seeing any type of auto bed leveling unless they're doing that stupid. No, they're not doing the. What if the Ender 3 had that absolutely god awful using the nozzle as a gauge. Yeah, people haven't done that in forever for a good reason. It's not a good way to level your bed. Okay, so that's all those secured. Now we've got the spool holder, which I threw down here. And that's using these last 2 little bolts. Listening at work. I like your dedication, Dan. I like it a lot. All right, so we got these guys here, which are using much, much smaller heads. 2.5 mil, cool. This just goes on here. Not like that chain. Can I? And this thing almost beats out the BLV. Not quite that big, but it's big. With 2/3 the build volume, which is kind of sucks. All right, so there's that part of the spool holder on, and then we've got the little round part right here. Just like that. Like that, and there is spool. Oh, that's what the plastic piece is for. It's to cover up all those bolts to hold the bed on. Just go a particular way. That goes in the front. Oh. Maybe not. Oh, there it goes. Okay. That just covers up this little bit right here You guys see that? Right here where all the bolts were, that's where that plastic piece goes. Yeah, this is Core XY. That's kind of cool. So now we just take this guy, we just push that down in there like that, and then it wants us to get this cable here, and this just plugs straight in here. So it's a what? It's an IDE 40-pin IDE cable. Oh, shnikes. That is just too funny. And then now there's some kind of cable clips in here to hold it in. Creality branded cable clips. So let's see how this works out. Like that. Okay. All right, Creality. See, you're doing something interesting here. Ugh. Cable management is one of those things that most of the companies didn't really think about in the early i3 clone, the Ender 3 clone days. That's not too bad. Yeah? Not too bad at all. I've already connected the 2 cables in the back. All right, now it wants me to adjust the V-wheels to make sure they're tight, which I think they are, but we'll go through and double check that. How bad is it, Adam says? I just started, Adam. Come on, man. Oh, eBay. Okay, let's see here. All the wheels are making good contact, and there's no, I mean, almost zero wobble. Yeah, all those wheels make good contact now. I think it's, holy crap, it is time to power this sucker on. So, that being said, we're gonna do it like this. Okay, and we're gonna take the power out of the BLV. So I need you to be on right now. Okay. I'm actually like starting to sweat because this thing is so big. I already have it set to my voltage. We're gonna make it a little bit cooler in here. It's getting a little toasty. I have an air conditioner now. How awesome is that? So, all right, we're going to put that there. I'm gonna move this out of the way. And we're gonna zoom this camera in, I think. Oh, that's right in the way. Actually, no, we'll leave this out. Let me zoom this back out here. Where am I going? I'll get this guy here ready to go. That should be better there. Let's see how that looks. That's not too bad, eh? You guys see that all right? There you go. This way more? Yeah, that way more. There we go. All right, let's see what happens. Oof. It's like a PS4 turning on. Wow, is that loud? I am English. we're supposed to go to settings, leveling. Oh, hang on. Hold the press. I forgot to take the plastic off. How does this come off? Oh, man, those are tight. Break my finger trying to get those off. Decent flathead in here. Where do these turn? The back ones not. Oh, the back ones don't turn. Okay, well that was dumb of me. So it's got this Ender Ultra Base knockoff on here. Okay, so that slides under the back too, I think. Right? Like that. Maybe? Yeah, and then these clip on the front. So, like that. Okay. So now, okay, leveling. Now we're going to go ahead and hit the home. Auto home. Please wait for a minute. Oh. Okay, it's moving here to the center. You guys can't see it, but it's right here in the center now. And Z's moving in the right direction. Hot dog. Go with gas now. He cut the front to be able to see the first layer? Huh. Well, we'll see once this auto homes what it looks like. Oh, does this have a peely thing? Oh, it does. And that came off like garbage. Oh my goodness. We got 2 bad peels in one video. Get that junk off. I mean, it's not great. I mean, it's not horrible. I can see it. He's just old. I don't know. I can see it. Mod it. Well, we'll see what happens. So now we're going to do some auto leveling here. I got a piece of paper over here because I leveled, or my kids steal it. I had a piece of paper. Let's rip a new one. All right, so now we're going to go and do auto leveling. No auto leveling. Cool. What does the damn book say? Aid, leveling indicating number. I don't see that anywhere. Leveling, aux leveling. There we go. Homing again. So I'm going to press 1 and adjust the knobs. Okay. 2. I mean, it does move with a purpose, though. That's kind of not bad. 3. That is completely loose and not even close. All right, that's cool. 4. All right, we're going to have to go home the middle of this again. And ever so slightly need to lower that. So let's home everything. I am lowering the back here. See that nut back there, that bolt? That's how you adjust the Z end stop. So that's what I did. See if this is any better now. Okay. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, Shane. Okay. No. Okay. Go around the board again. Okay. Okay. 4. The key with these plates is not to squish the layer too much, because if you do, you ain't never getting that back off. So, oh yeah, it tells you how to do it, blah, blah, blah. I know. Bed leveling. Tells you how to preheat, load filament. Using Creality slicer, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not using their junk. I'll use Perch slicer. All right, so get out this micro SD card. It's an 8 gig NATAC, so NetAC, same as they've always been using. I'm gonna go ahead and do temp, automatic, PLA. And put the SD card in. Man, is that going right side up? No, it goes in upside down. Oh, I got excited there for a second. It's like, whoa! And just to look here real quick, if I go to print, there is some prints on here. Does anybody know how long they take, the default prints? Otherwise, I'll slice a benchy. We'll use their PLA for this. They have a God of Wreath and something else. A rabbit and a God of Wealth. Sorry, not God of Wealth, no, God of Wreath. English real well. What's the price for this printer? I do like how it's more compact compared to most other XY printers. I don't know. I honestly don't know the price. There's a link in the description. Somebody go there and tell me how much it costs. I didn't even look. I got this thing in the mail yesterday after taking a month to get to me because such is my life. Okay, so let's go back here. Settings, refuel, feed. Oh. Can we do 100? Feed? Okay. That's going to take way too long. We are at 195 and 45 on the bed. Okay, so we're going to need to go back, settings, move, move the Z down a bit. There we go. Okay, there's plastic coming out. $7.29 on Amazon. Until we move to the Yukon. Let's see. Yeah, at least not useless sample. I 100% llama. I honestly have no idea how long these prints take. So I'm hoping, does it give me a print preview? Let's look at that. So if I go to print rabbit, no, it doesn't. Wonder if anybody talked about it. I'm gonna do some quick Googling and see what I can find. So Ender 7 touch code. A lot of people already did videos on this thing. This is the Ender 7, right? Yeah, Ender 7. Let's go back. Let's mute that. What's up, Brandon? Someone ratted you out the other day for watching YouTube at work. That's a jerk. Absolute jerk. 3D Prima did something here. Does he have the test prints? Well, he had a lot of issues. Rabbit's pretty big. Maybe we'll give that one a shot, I guess. All right, so we're going to go ahead and tell this thing to print the rabbit. Print. And off it goes. I'm going to move this camera now. Get down there. That all the way up. It is now. If I angle this down a little bit, you guys should be able to see that. Let's take a look what that looks like. If I go to that. Yeah, you guys can see in there now. Cool. Wow, man, those fans move a lot of air. That's shocking. Although, but they're on so high, they're almost like cooling the bed. So the bed is getting up to 65°C right now. Man, those fans blow a ton of air. So yeah, so those are coming late. This is obviously the Creality Ender 7 they sent to me to test out, and getting ready to start the first print. Building it took, I don't know, half hour to unbox it and build it, I guess. 35 minutes maybe. Probably longer if you don't have some decent drivers, like if you're using the enclosed Allen wrenches, yeah, you're in for a world of hurt. But yeah, they got the classic blue handle Creality flush cutters. And they got the nozzle wrench. Man, this is what I'm all happy about right here. The nozzle wrench. This is where it's at. Sorry, it's a bit overexposed there. So also in here, it does give you some 2 extra nozzles. The nozzles are weird looking. Are these proprietary nozzles? If they are, oh my god. Canada's here. What's up? These nozzles look super proprietary to me. So it's interesting. So it's USB-C to connect the board, but they literally don't even give you a USB-C cable. All right, now we're homing. We're at 220 and 65 for PLA. That is hot. Now this is the sample G code. How good's my level? Might be a smidge close. Okay, this fan's finally turned off. That's not too bad. It's a little bit close up here, maybe. A little bit far back here. Yeah, see that rolling there? The Ender 3 Max is similar to this. Okay, very cool. I haven't seen any new Creality printer since the Ender 3 Pro. So it has been quite a long time for them to have sent me anything. So this is a traditional Core XY, which is cool. The belts are tightened from factory. They don't give you any slack in the back here, though. So if you needed to tighten them up, good luck. It does not look like you would be able to do that. Actually, might be a little bit far on this side now. I think it's pretty easy to see the first layer. I mean, when it's here, when it's on the shelf, honestly, I think it'd be easier than this. But it's a big printer. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing. Probably on the floor. I still have this other bolt here that I have no idea what it came from. So, really hoping it was nothing important. But everything looks to be there. Not seeing anything missing so far. This is their white PLA Plus. First eye looks pretty good to me. All right. Too late? No, it's still going, man. There we go. Hanging from the ceiling upside down. That wouldn't be half a bad idea. I'm gonna switch to here now. I mean, overall, that wasn't too... It was pretty painless, I'd say. Ribbon cable's warm in the back. If I still had my Delta, I would hang it upside down. I almost did that before I got rid of it. I really debated on converting that to be printing upside down. I saw somebody did a video about that recently, but like people have been doing that for years. Like I don't understand why. I mean, of course, you know, one of the big YouTubers does a video on it. And it's like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. Like no one's ever seen this before. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, so it tells you how to use the Creality Slicer 4.8.0. I have no idea what they're on because I'm not installing that on my computer. So this machine can print at a fast speed, but is recommended to print normal speed. Notes: the temperature in the nozzle set according to the printing speed. Take PLA as example. So for 60 millimeters a second, you should be at 200 C. For 125 millimeters a second, you should be at 210. And for 250 millimeters a second, you should be at 220. I will be shocked if I can get 250 millimeters a second with this printer. That actually sounds like I should set up a super stupid fast push slicer for it. So maintenance, it tells you how to disassemble the top cover. Maintenance of the rails. Should be periodically maintained. Means that the sliding box lack the lubricating grease, or lubricating fluid should be applied to the sliding rails. Oh, they give you a circuit wiring of the board in here. I haven't seen this before. You see that? There we go. There, look at that. It gives you the pin out of the board. Oh, it's going, Brandon. There's no raft. I'm also a little shocked by that. So this board has, that's a Creality board. There's no brand on it here. But you got 1X, 1Y, 1Z, 1E. Storage card type C. There's 2 controller fan headers on here. Display interface, auto leveling interface. There's already pinout for that. This is some type of a. Whoa! All right, now we're cooking with grease here. Sped up a little bit. It's got a fuse. Normally open fan, so it's got 2 fans that are always on, 2 controller fans. Power. Hotbed heater tube, whatever that is. Oh, that's the. Oh, interesting. Oh, and there's fan 1 there. Limit switches, bed thermistor, nozzle thermistor, material detection, yeah, because it has the run out sensor. All right, so it's a pretty basic, MKS SKR 1.3-ish board. Pretty basic. And then it gives you a troubleshooting tree. That's a good speed right there. That's probably about 70, 80 millimeters a second. Not too bad. You guys can hear all of that, can't you? It's loud. Like my microphone, I have noise canceling on. You can see where I'm kneeling, where I'm sitting here. It's quite a loud printer. Yeah, so these are 9mm belts. They're pretty big. Viking, hey man, I didn't see you come in there. What's up, dude? Yeah, you guys hear that triggering my microphone? That is so loud. It's a really, really loud printer. And it's the rails that are loud. Extruder motor is cold. It's cool to the touch. but the X and Y motors in the back, they're getting warm. And Z is, I can't even get to Z motor. Whoops. Sorry about that. We're still printing at 220? Yeah, yeah, it's still printing at 220. 65C on the bed. Stealth chop. Man, it's loud. That's a loud printer. That rail is just dry, is what it is. Once I find my, I don't know if I found my oil or not yet. It's loud. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry, I kicked the camera. That's my bad. My bad. I can't remember what I did with the fluids. I unpacked them somewhere. See if I can get around the printer without kicking the camera again. Ah, here we go. Okay, I do have my 3-in-1 oil. Oh. So this is definitely a flip it over and oil this guy up. Thankfully, this is not a solid model. When I watched checked that other video out, he had, it failed on him, then it was hollow. But it's probably like 3 perimeters still. Oh wait, it is doing a raft. Are you kidding me? Maybe it does have infill. It's a big old model to have a lot of infill in. It moves pretty quick. What I see is my drink. Nah, I've got some 3-in-1 here. That should work. Pretty sure this thing has infill. This is going to take a while because you figure I am 15 minutes in and we're at 1%. So yeah, this is going to take a while. There's definitely no way that we're going to keep the string going for this entire print. What do you guys think so far, huh? It's unique looking, I'll give it that. You know, the pillar design, it looks like from here, it looks like a weird delta. Because the delta has the 3 pillars, you know. Kind of reminds me of a delta. So you guys said that Joel hacked it away. Did he just cut the plastic, or did he actually cut the metal frame here along the front too? I'm like interested now to what in the world he did. Oh my god, it's so loud. Also makes me wonder if it's like over extruding because that it almost sounds like it's scraping along on the filament, which is why it's so loud. Get the whole front out. Oh wow, that's drastic. And he didn't lose any rigidity by doing that? Oh, just the plastic. Okay. Yeah, those fans they push a lot of air. They're actually not loud. Like there's no whine from them, but it's just the sheer force of the air makes them really loud because they are definitely pushing 100%. Motors in the back getting warmer. Plastic and metal. Good gravy. But we're just over an hour into it now. That's not too bad. Well, yeah, this is going to take forever, guys. So if anybody has any questions, I'll hang out for a little bit more. But otherwise, I'll probably end the stream here pretty, soon because it's a long print. Then I really don't feel like canceling and doing a 40-minute benchy. High pressure, but they don't have near enough volume. We're all saying that. Huh. Well, like I said, when I first felt it, it felt like they were moving quite a bit of air. Obviously not 50-15 air, but, quite a bit. He destroyed it. I mean, is anybody surprised? I mean, if he could destroy a, was it, $40, $50, $60,000 3D printer, why would he not destroy a $700 one? But $700 for a Core XY, that's 250 by 250 by 300. It's using linear rails for X and Y, V rails, double V rails on the Z, which is fine, I guess. Not like Z moves very fast anyways. As long as there aren't any flat spots in them or anything like that. So this is competing with all the hypercubes, the Hiva arts, because is there any like big box Core XY printers out there that's not a DIY, like a Volron or a hypercube? Maybe like a Craftbot? I don't know. I've never used any of them. But what other Core XY machines are out there from the factory? Don't know. That's a good build volume though. Well, Barrel, yeah, the only V wheels there are on the Z carriage in the back. That's the only V wheels that are on here. But the X is nice. I mean, it's a single, looks like 1/4-inch piece of aluminum with the rail mounted right to it, which is more than hefty enough for a Bowden printer. Even honestly, with a lightweight direct drive, it's not too bad. But they definitely went the right way with using just that aluminum bar right here. It's not too bad at all. The Two Tree Sapphires. Was that Core XY? I had one. It was a horrible printer. You guys remember my review on that one? Creality Elf and the Tronxy. Oh, the Tronxy X5. Yeah. XS5, whatever it is. Yeah, I remember that one. I think I asked for that from Bango to Gearbest like a long time ago, and they didn't say yes. I do like how the spool holder is also big enough for a full size spool. That was the one issue with a lot of the original printers when the like Ender 3 first came out, the G-Tech A10. Their spool holders were like so narrow, you couldn't put some full size spools on there. Sapphire S be good. I didn't have the Sapphire S. I think I had the Sapphire Pro. But again, I had Stefan from what's his channel? CNC Kitchen. He had huge issues with his. I had major issues with mine. There's a couple other YouTubers that had pretty big issues with theirs on their reviews. Going linear rail slows down their consumable part sales. Oh, Banggood's no more? Really? I haven't bought anything from them in a long time. That's usually where I buy all of my quadcopter stuff. Is from there. You guys can hear that in the microphone. I have like noise canceling on and everything, and it still is so flipping loud. But yeah, this probably is not going to be done till the morning. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll post, assuming that I remember, I'll try and post pictures of this print in the morning once I get up before I go to work and see how that goes, because it's already, what's it, going on 10 o'clock here. But I will say, I mean, color me impressed, I guess. This went together pretty smoothly. No, I mean, I guess I kind of figured it would, because all of the Creality printers that I've had have all been pretty easy builds. You know, from the CR10, CR10S, Ender 3, Ender 3 Pro, they've all been pretty simple builds. I mean, this one's, what, 20, 25 bolts to get this thing together. Now, really not that much. So that's not too bad. 30 bolts, I guess. You know, I guess we'll see what it's like when I start slicing my own. But I mean, as for throwing a test print on there that comes on the SD card, which obviously should work. If it didn't, I would really think about them, their issues. But yeah, I mean, being that it had a pre-sliced file on there that worked, can't really complain, I guess. I mean, if I was someone who bought this as their first 3D printer, I'd be pretty happy right now. So I'm going to remain optimistic about this machine, but definitely going to put it through its paces, do some testing with, you know, different kinds of filaments, see how this super plate kind of does. So this super plate, this one is a matte finish, and I can even feel, if you rub your finger when it's hot, it feels sticky. So I'll be real interested to see how this actually comes off the plate once it cools down. Does it pop off with ease? Does it require any force? Does it take anything with it? Because I think I did a pretty good first layer on there. So it should come off with ease if the super plate that printed on surface, how well that actually shrinks once it cools down and is able to release that print. Well, I guess we'll see what the finish looks like on the bottom. I just looked at the belt path of the Ender 7. It's weird. I mean, the belt path, oh, I see how they have it in the back there. So they do is they bring the belt goes all the way to the back, and then they bring it back forward a little bit and then go across. That's to get in front of the motors. Because normally on a Core XY machine, you've got your X and Y motors right up here up front. And what they did is for this design is they took that, but they moved them along the chain into the back, and this left motor is much higher than the right motor here. So they did that for aesthetics, honestly. That's the only reason why they did that. So the belt path is a little bit wonky, purely for aesthetics. So you can have the Z coupling all the electronics and everything here in the back that's hidden, and here up front you've just got the sleek front to it. So I see 100% why they did that. I totally get it. And again, this is printing pretty quick. Honestly, this is faster than I would have expected for a sample print. The only other printer that I saw that was like totally hair on fire, blazing fast speed for the test print was the Sidewinder X1. So I still have mine up here. That thing went so flipping fast in its test print. It was insane. And I really wish that since they have their own like 3D print test file, I wish Creality would make their own like 3D print test, like design something simple, cube or something like that, so that YouTubers and other people can like get a quick little print done. That'd be nice. Oh, GearBest shut down. Interesting. I haven't heard from them in forever either. They would kill me the most because they would send me an email. Oh, hey, we want to cooperate again. Let us know what you want. I'd send them like 7 printers. Like, hey, I'll take any one of these. Pick one. And like, okay, we'll get back to you. And then silence. So the one thing that was nice about having GearBest though is that GearBest put a lot of printers in people's hands, especially YouTubers, even up and coming YouTubers as well. Like when I was up and coming, when they reached out to me, I was like, oh man, I must have made it. GearBest is contacting me to send me stuff and help me get that content. I mean, so they did serve a purpose. I wouldn't buy a printer through them. I buy most of my stuff through Amazon or AliExpress. And it moves so quick, this head, like it almost looks like it's loose, but it's not. It's just how quick the movements are with this printer. Llama had a brain fart. We call that a senior moment, Llama. With me, it's called a junior moment. All right, guys. Well, hey, for midday back in the U.S., I thank you all for coming to join in. We got 22 people here. That's more than I thought were going to show up. I was kind of shooting for 10, but I'm actually going to be out this weekend, so I will not be doing a stream, at least not tomorrow or Saturday night, as I'll be out camping. But if I can on Sunday, I'll stream the next part of the Hound Bear build, because I know that's been a super fun build for me so far. I would love to get that thing going and some test prints on it and whatnot. It's my first more traditional bear, but it has the BMG extruder on there. I did reprint some of the broken parts. So the power supply I reprinted. I found the hood for the top that goes over the sensor. I got that printed. Aaron right now is helping me redesign the electronics enclosure to kind of mimic the laser etching on that frame. So that's going to be really sick, I think. That's going to look real cool. But he is working on helping me model that. I say helping me, I mean he's doing it. I am not doing it. I'm still trying to recreate the basic shell of that enclosure that we're using, because it's very cool enclosure, but the guy uploaded like a 3MF file, all was one for a Prusa plate, and yeah, like trying to edit that in Fusion is just mind-boggling at the moment. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there, guys. Hour and a half in, but you know, this is gonna take probably, we're good How far are we into this now? We are 8% in. So this probably has a good another 4 or 5 hours to print this. But again, in the morning, I will try to snap a picture in here before I go to work, throw it up on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. So make sure you guys follow me. If you guys want to support the stream, there's some links down below. I greatly appreciate anything you guys do, even if it's any of the stream tips using the Streamlabs link down below. I prefer that because I get more and YouTube doesn't take a take out of it. So I appreciate you guys for helping out with that. But yeah, this is the Ender 7. So far, pretty easy build. You know, color me surprised, Creality. Maybe that's why they sent it to me, because they knew it would kind of shock me. But hey, we'll see how testing and everything continues on with this. So I thank you guys for hanging out today.